hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria and I hope you've had a great week. Today I have a very interesting video for you, which is 5 reasons why affirmations are not working for you. Affirmations are a powerful tool you can use to reprogram your mind and identity shift to attract that which you desire to come into your life. It's a powerful manifestation tool, a powerful reprogramming tool, and as long as you know how to use it, you can go far. You can manifest amazing things in your life. I'll give the example of a swimmer. I personally self-taught in swimming, and for a long time I would waste a lot of energy flapping around, not knowing what I'm doing, and moving very slowly to the end of the pool. But an experienced swimmer, because they have learned the correct technique, they just swim the same amount of energy. They've swum 2 laps and beat me completely. So that is the power of knowing how to apply something, knowing the correct technique to apply something. And that's what I'll share with you in the video today. 5 ways, all beginning with the letter R, so the 5 R's, in which you can apply affirmations correctly based off of the mistakes I made personally and other people have made. In the previous video, we were talking about tools, how to remember everything you've learned. Have you noticed another tool I've been using? It is, I don't know how to call it mnemonics, but making it easier for yourself to remember. In this channel, we're always about making things easy. So the 5 R's will make it very simple to remember the reasons. You see, R, the reasons why affirmations are not working for you. So if you're interested, let's go. So the first R is repetition. You're not repeating them enough. You're not saying them enough. A lot of the limiting beliefs we've had throughout our lives are things we've repeated so often that we don't even have to think about it anymore. The fact that we don't have to think about them anymore means that they've become a habit, that they've become part of just who we are, part of our body. You don't even think about it anymore before you say things. So for example, you want to affirm that I am capable, but instead, when the first challenge comes, you are like, oh no, I can't do this. I can't. I'm just so overwhelmed. And these are things you're so used to saying, so used to repeating that it's sunk into your unconscious mind. So in order to fight against that and to reprogram your mind, how many times do you think you're going to have to say it until it sinks into your body? You're going to have to say it until that's the first thing that comes to mind when a certain situation comes up. So for example, if you've been saying that I'm worthy, I'm a worthy person, and you just say it when you wake up in the morning, you say your affirmations for 2 minutes, and then throughout the day something happens, you're like, oh, it must have been my fault, I wasn't good enough, oh, I made this mistake, do you see how I'm not good enough? You keep affirming that which you don't want. You're completely negating what you did in the morning. I've seen this happen a lot of times. It's not what you do when you're conscious, it's what you do when you're unconscious. And in order to turn something from being unconscious to conscious, you're gonna have to repeat it until people think you're crazy. Repeat it every single moment of the day you can remember. You're gonna have to say I'm worthy, and you'll know when it has sunk in, because it will just start coming up. You'll be just like, oh my gosh, I'm so worthy. When something happens, you'll just be like, I'm worthy, because you've said I'm worthy so many times. I literally had to put a timer for 10 minutes and just keep repeating I'm worthy, I'm worthy. I even counted. I can say it about 600 times in 10 minutes. That's the level of cray. You're gonna have to repeat these things until they sink in. Okay, so one reason your affirmations possibly are not working is you're not repeating it enough. And I want you to note down in your journal and ask yourself, have I been repeating my affirmations enough times, or do I just say it in the morning and then forget about it and then do a counterintuitive thing, do the counterintention, do what I do not want, and focus on that which I do not want? So I want you to journal on that. The second thing that you're probably doing wrong is you're not putting enough emotion into it. You're just being perfunctory about it, okay? So the second R is reprogramming. We are trying to reprogram. Another aspect of beliefs is that they carry emotion with them. If I told you that, oh my gosh, you give me a gift and I say thank you, and then I put it there and I am done, do you feel that I'm really grateful for that gift? Rather than if you give me a gift and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, and then I look at it, I'm happy about it, and then I put it away. Of course, the person who put emotion into it will seem more genuine because they are. Okay, so if you're saying your affirmations like, oh my gosh, I'm so confident, I'm so worthy, I'm enough, I'm so enough, money comes to me frequently and easily, money is attracted to me, I'm a money magnet, you're saying it like you're just saying any other mantra. You don't even care about what you're saying. You just want to get it over and done with. That is not the feeling place you want to be with affirmations. You want to inject as much emotion, positive emotion, as you can when you're saying your affirmations. Okay? If you say them perfunctorily, then you're going to get a perfunctory result. That is just it. You're not going to get as much result as you can. You're not going to reprogram your mind if you're not doing the emotion part. A lot of our beliefs come with emotion. They're emotionally charged. That's why when somebody challenges them, you feel like, oh no, I have to fight for my beliefs, I have to fight for them, because they're emotionally charged. So if you tell yourself today that you're enough, I want you to feel into it, feel good about it. Say, oh my gosh, I'm enough. Say it with relief, say it with awe, like, oh my gosh, I'm enough, I'm enough. And that's how you're going to get affirmations to work for you. Okay, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about emotion and intention. If you can marry the two, it's going to take your affirmations to the next level. I kid you not. I've seen results amazingly. Just 1 week of doing it, things around me change. And then the third R is what? Reconstruct. Okay? You may be making this mistake. You are not confirming it. You're saying things that you don't believe. And in doing so, you're affirming what you don't believe rather than what you believe. We are reconstructing our beliefs when we're doing affirmations. That's what you want to think, right? So whenever you do affirmations, I want you to make it part of your inner work. So when you affirm something, the next step is to confirm. Find every single little thing that can confirm what it is you're saying and say yes to that. So you're going to be like, okay, I'm enough. And then maybe you do something little for yourself, or you're just sitting down and you're like, oh my gosh, you see, I'm enough. If you're part of a religion, then somebody mentions it, just happens to be passing by and mentions it, say, you see, they're confirming what I was thinking already, I'm enough. Or let's say you say money comes to me frequently and easily, and then your coworker gives you a free ride. That doesn't happen to me frequently. I want to say money does come to me frequently and easily. Money has come in the form of a free ride, and I don't have to use my money to pay for transport. Or somebody is giving me a gift. That's money. It's a form of money. They used money for that. Or I just get cash. Somehow I get cash. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, you see, money comes to me frequently and easily. Money does come. And the more you affirm and confirm, then you're gonna reprogram your mind more and attract more. You're gonna be shifting to that identity that believes that money comes to them easily and frequently. And that's another secret to affirmations, right? And then the fourth R is rethink. We are trying to relearn how to think, okay? This is an interesting concept. I have an Instagram that is just solely dedicated to affirmations. So I used to prepare affirmations for the week, and I saw this funny affirmation once. It was like from Louise Hay, and she was like, I'm a breeze of joy entering every room. And I was about to say it just for the video, but I really asked myself, I was like, am I really a breeze of joy entering every room? And the more I thought about it, I was like, no. At best, I'm a neutral breeze. When I come downstairs, I'll just be like, okay, hi, neutral. Or sometimes I'm even a ball of criticism. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this person. They don't know anything. Oh, I've just come to these mere mortals. Ugh, they're just gonna annoy me. Oh my gosh, it's them. Like, I'm a breeze of annoyance, or I'm a breeze of unconsciousness. Like, I'm in my own world, so I don't even see what's going on. Then I was like, no, I'm not. So how can I become a breeze of joy entering every room? So I journaled about that. So you see, affirmations can be more than just things you say to make yourself feel better. It could be a way that you desire to think. The you who has what it is you want thinks that way. We are identity shifting. This channel is all about identity shifting. I have an affirmation manifestation journal that I've linked in the description. And in the journal, there's a segment where we have the affirmation, but we also ask the question, what if I was a money magnet? Then it poses that question in your mind and doesn't directly attack it in the unconscious mind, so that your brain doesn't put a wall immediately and say, no, that's not true. No, it's like, okay, but what if? And it gives your mind that chance to imagine what you would actually be like if that thing was true. And I can tell you that after I asked that question, how can I be a breeze of joy entering every room? The answers came. The answers came very quickly. Think of affirmations as ways you're retraining your mind to think, and ask yourself, is it possible for this affirmation to be true for me? How can I make it true? And start changing your actions to align with that which you desire to be true. And in doing so, you're moving more towards the you who has that which you desire, who feels that which you feel, and thus can attract those things that are at that vibration. The fifth R is reorient yourself, okay? You are not orienting yourself in the correct vibration. I'm going to put it this way. I just told you that an affirmation is not just some random words that you're going to just use them to say. I just said that I asked the question, how can I be a breeze of joy entering every room? Do you know what the answer I got to that was? It was, I needed to orient myself with the best traits of the people that surround me. I'm so lucky and grateful to have people in my life who are conscious and who have some qualities that I desire to have, okay? So I had to sit down and make a list of the people in my life who I deem that who I believe are conscious and have some traits that I want, like my parents and my siblings. And even if they have things I don't like, I decide to focus on what I do like. So I would put down all their best qualities, like, oh, my brother, he's a very good listener, okay? He's also he's laid back, he's cool, he rarely has a temper, and my mom, very productive, very kind, family oriented, all those things. And instead of walking downstairs and into every room and thinking, oh my gosh, what a bore, these people are gonna invade my personal space, they're gonna take my me time, I'm an introvert, so I love my me time, or they're gonna annoy me, or they're gonna judge me, I decided to orient myself with their best traits. And in doing so, every time I entered a room, I was excited to see them. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, these are the family oriented, they're the kind people, they're the this and this people. I would only orient myself with that which I like about them. And it's still a work in progress. Sometimes I forget. But the more I did this, the more I would get excited about seeing people. Another way that I would reorient myself is that I would think of what I want rather than what I don't want. So if I'm going out, and I'm an introvert, and instead of thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a bore, I'm going to have to fake it till I make it, I would rather think that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, it's been a long time, and I get to see my friends, I get to hang out, I'm so excited, rather than thinking about how it's going to be boring and how, and bringing myself in a low vibe. So the last point is that use affirmations as a guiding post on things that you need to align in your life to be in the correct vibrational alignment to attract that which you want. And if you find this interesting, I have added the video about the inner child love and light meditation. Is something that you can use to program your mind and heal your inner child. The more you do this, the more you can work on those things that you even didn't know would probably be bugging you because they happened to you as a child, right? The best part about inner work is that you'll always be doing it, and something will probably trigger you and you realize that, oh, maybe I have an inner child wound. Okay, maybe I have an inner child wound about this. And for the special tip, how to sometimes tell if you have an inner child wound about something is probably when somebody says something to you and you revert back to a childlike self, throwing tantrums, being like, how come they didn't get what I want? You're actually behaving like a child. In retrospect, you can see, you're like, oh, am I 7? Am I 7? Just because I was told no, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, they don't like me. You need to do your inner child healing. And one way you can do that is through inner work, and I have specifically included the inner child love and light meditation, which has transformed my life. So if you're interested in that, the affirmation manifestation e-journal and training is in the description. You also get 3 free trainings in there. And the link to my coaching services is also in the description, that email below. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great weekend. Bye.